Hello, my anthropomorphic feline unconventional conventionalists.
Hi.
So, this is my good friend. Her name is Meg. Everybody say, "What's up, Meg?" Not Meg. That was that was an accident. Anyway. So, we're doing something today that is a little risky. We're going to see Cats. Yes. When the trailer first dropped last summer, I had absolutely no interest in seeing it. Because, you see, I have seen the musical. I saw the musical when I was 11, and I remember enjoying it.
I've never seen the musical.
Well, there's not much of a plot to it, but I like the costumes.
It's about cats.
Yeah, it's about cats.
Cats.
I remember liking the costumes a lot. I remember thinking that the cat people were very cute, the way they did their makeup and their outfits and their wigs, how it was all like one conjoined look for these cat characters. And the only character name I remember is Grizabella. I remember her being my favorite. I'm pretty sure she's in the movie. She's gotta be if it's based on the musical. She better be. If she's not, I'm gonna riot. But anyway, I've decided to see this movie today because a lot of people are claiming that it's so bad it's good. And that is my favorite kind of movie. On top of that, people are making the astronomically bold statement saying that Cats is the next Rocky Horror Picture Show. Which may seem impossible at first, but put it in this perspective. Rocky Horror Picture Show bombed in the box office. Critics hated it. Nobody understood it. It was a weird movie that at the time people just didn't get.
Now it's beautiful.
Exactly. Decades later, it developed a cult following, and now it is a legend. Is Cats the same thing? That's what we're here to find out, and that's why we're putting ourselves through this agony. And because me and Meg are going to see this 2-hour movie, the very least you guys can do is watch the trailer. So here's the trailer. You guys watch the trailer, we'll watch the movie, meet back after, I'll tell you our thoughts.
Hi.
Meow and shit. So, we are out of the movie, and going into it, I had my expectations way down on the floor, and because of that, the movie was better than I thought. It was actually above okay.
What the?
Yeah.
One follow-up.
Before I go into it, because I have a lot to say, so I'll let you go first, Meg. What'd you think of it?
I liked it. It was cute. It's not going to be one of my favorite movies. I was pretty disappointed because they have a male calico cat, and anybody who knows anything about cats knows calicos are only female. You can't have a male calico cat. It doesn't work that way. And they had a male one. That was my really only complaint.
So the only complaint was the male calico cat. That was it?
My only real complaint, yeah. My main one.
Okay. So, here are my complaints / surprises. So, as far as, the biggest problem that people have with the movie is the look of the cat people. Now, in the original musical, those of you that have seen the original musical, I actually really like how they look. These are people in cat makeup, and they have wigs with the ears attached to the wigs, and, they're wearing, full-body leotard outfits, but they're painted to look like cat fur, and then they have, additional accents on top of that. And I've always liked how they looked. And I feel like this movie does go overboard with the CGI. I feel like it wasn't necessary. The look of the cats in the movie really... I don't understand why they went that direction, because these were still very human-looking cats. These were not, like a 50-50 split by any means. They were definitely far more human than cat. So if you're kind of doing, the same division as far as, cat-human ratio as the musical, why not make it the same style as the musical, And I feel like that could have, gave it more credibility for all the dance scenes, because, there's some, really professional, crazy, over-the-top dance scenes in this movie, as there was in the musical, and I just feel like it loses its credibility because there's so much CGI. So it comes to a point where, like, okay, so how much of this is talent and how much is CGI? And that's probably my biggest issue with it. Other than that, like I said, it exceeded my expectations, you know. Yeah, the only part that kind of like had me laughing my ass off was I can't remember names.
Cockroaches?
The whole musical number.
Yeah.
That entire musical number. So
Annie.
Okay, because I'm so bad at remembering names without
Rebel Wilson's part.
Was that?
That was Rebel Wilson, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put the actress name and the cat that she played right here. There it is. There's a caption. It's not there now as we're recording, but it will be when you guys are watching. Here it is right here. So that whole musical number, I was just fucking dying. Like, the fucking mice and the fucking cockroaches. What the fuck? She unzips her fur, and she has an outfit with more fur underneath.
That's her fur coat.
And then on top of that, but why does she have more fur under her fur?
But why wouldn't she? She's a cat.
That's like, oh, if I take my skin off, you'll see another layer of skin.
I mean, but some of the other cats were wearing fur coats on top of their fur.
Right, and
So,
that was.
if you think of it like that, she was just wearing another outfit.
But I think that
Some of
was.
them had sneakers.
I think that was just simulating like long hair cats versus short hair cats. Like that was just.
True.
That was just trying to differentiate. Like, okay, this is a short hair cat, and this one here is a long hair cat.
Except McCaverty.
Except McCavity. McCavity's an asshole. McCavity is an asshole. He's an asshole. Like, God, are you that insecure that you have to, like, pretty much teleport all your competition to a boat in the middle of the river? Like, you have that much lack of confidence in your own performance to
He didn't even perform.
He didn't even perform. No, motherfucking Taylor Swift cat performed for him, and
She did good.
you know, okay, so the movie as a whole, I wasn't really feeling, you know, the cat look that they had going, but Taylor Swift cat.
I like
Taylor Swift cat. I might bone.
Especially with some catnip.
Yeah, she had plenty of that. So
Sounds like a party.
does sound like a party. Yeah. Moving on.
No more Taylor Swift kitty.
But
Pet her kitty.
also, I'm sorry, what? Also, Grizabella was in it. As soon as I saw her, I knew it was her. Because the musical that I remember, she was gray, but in the movie she's kind of like a brownish color. But I knew it was her because I remember her fur was messed up, and she just looked like, you know, all...
She's got scars.
Yeah, like, I mean, like technically, majority of the cats in this movie were homeless, but she looked like a homeless cat. And I remember, as a child, loving her because her voice was so powerful. There's such a powerful voice coming out of this, like, ratty-looking cat, and that's why she was my favorite. This movie captured that. Grizabella is still my favorite, even in this movie, because I feel like out of all the cats in the movie, they did her the best justice. Like, I've heard complaints that they didn't like how snot was constantly coming out of her nose.
But she's crying. I thought
She's
it made
crying.
She's also a sick old cat. She's sick.
Yes, she's sick, and she's old, and she's been through absolute hell. And yeah, someone that's been through absolute hell and is sick is gonna
And
have
crying all the time.
Yeah, they're gonna have snot coming out of their nose. So deal with it. But yeah, I think that was my favorite scene, or at least my favorite scene was the fucked up number. But I think the most powerful moment was her solo trying to please Deuteronomy. Was that it? But yeah, I had straight up goosebumps at that point. When she hit that note, you know the one. Yeah. You know the note. Anyone that's seen the movie knows the note. When she hit that, I got fucking goosebumps up my legs.
I teared up.
Yeah, and
I cried a little bit.
Cats might make you cry, which is the complete opposite of what we were expecting. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. This thing kind of went beyond our expectations. Yes, we got some feels during this movie. So I guess what I'm saying is, yeah, there are some moments in the movie that are like, what the fuck? and are, you know, you can laugh at how bad it is, but the whole movie isn't like that. As a movie, it's actually a pretty well-balanced movie that will make you laugh and make you cry. So, I guess go in with medium expectations, like I don't know.
Go in with low expectations.
Go in with low expectations, then you'll be surprised like we were. So yeah, you're right. So now here's the big question. Is it the next Rocky Horror Picture Show? I'm gonna have to say no, just because it's not a self-aware bad movie. Rocky Horror is a self-aware bad movie. It's fully aware of how corny, how funny, how off the wall, how fucked up it is.
It does look like it was fun to make, though. Cats does look like it was fun to run around being a kitty and
absolutely, absolutely. But as far as like it being a self-aware bad movie, it's not that. There's some parts where I actually did kind of take it seriously, and because of that, I don't know if it could be a cult classic, because cult classics are usually comedies, straight up comedies. So, I mean, I could be proven wrong, we'll see, only time will tell. Let's give it a few decades and see if I'll eat these words, but yeah, usually in movie reviews, I give them a number, so I guess in this case, we'll each give it a number and we'll average those numbers out.
6.
You want to say a 6?
6 or a 5. It's like
well,
very
that's actually where I am too. That's where I am too. 5 or 6.
Like a 5.5.
I guess.
So I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but it was cute.
Yeah,
Nice.
same. And I guess just because I guess it does deserve a little more credit than what it's been getting, especially from the critics. I'm gonna give it that little bit more credit. I'm gonna go for 6. How about you, Meg?
I'll go for a 6.
Alright, well then we didn't have to average out shit. It's 6 out of 10 for Cats, which is way higher than I was expecting to give it. I was expecting to give it more of like a 2 or a 3, so that's great. So, go see Cats, and just be prepared for anything. Alright? Don't think you're only gonna laugh, because shit gets real. Shit gets real at some parts. So just remember that going in, if you haven't gone in already, because we're kind of late to the party. So yeah, that's our review of Cats. So until the next video, I love you guys, stay sexy, and keep on masturbating. Salute!